Hey guys, hope you all have been well. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my blush collection, and I was thinking of doing like different collections, like different categories, but honestly I haven't gotten that many in other categories to be like, hey, look, my collection has changed. It is only the blush category that has seen the most additions. So I figured I'm just going to show you what my collection looks like now. I'm pretty content with it. I have no desire at this point to add to, so I think it's fair to say that we're just kind of gonna leave it here, you know what I mean? So I'm going to take you section by section. This is pretty much my newer blushes, and then my Nars blushes are in here, and then these are my MAC blushes. So let's take it one at a time. So starting off with my Nars blushes, I keep them in this ColourPop little magnetic holder. So as you can tell, just looking at the palette, I've pretty much kept like my peachier blushes, and then I've just added a few more to fill up the palette. So starting from the top left corner, this is Gina, Gilda, Torrid, Liberté. I think this was a limited edition, but I'm not 100% sure. Then we have Amore, Deep Throat, Douceur. This is a discontinued blush, but I love it. So, and then the last one we have here is Madly. I said in my previous video that this was Sin. My bad. This is actually Madly, and I need to fix that in my video where I said it was Sin. But this is all I'm down to for my older Nars blushes. I do have one new one. I'm going to show that to you in the newer tray. But as far as older blushes is concerned, this is where we're at. Next up, we have the majority of my MAC blushes. I do have one new one in the Glow Play line, but I'm going to show that to you later. So the first one we have here is Sincere. Next up, we have Pinch Me. This one here is Pinch O Peach, Cantaloupe, Peaches, Fleur Power, Gingerly, Eternal Sun, Mocha, Melba, Copper Tone, Warm Soul, and this is in the old packaging, Desert Rose, and lastly we have Blush Baby. And some of these I know are not part of the line anymore. I choose to keep them because I like them, but recently I did do 2 MAC cheek swatch videos, and all the blushes in those 2 videos are currently still available. So if I mention something here that wasn't in those videos, then you know that they have been discontinued. I just choose to keep them because I like them. And here we have the last of my blushes. This is mostly new items. I think with the exception of 3 of these Tom Ford ones, everything else I did purchase in 2020. I do have a video already up of my 2020 blush purchases, so this is just more of like a gathering of everything that I have, so I'm just going to go through it quickly. So this first blush here is from Patrick Ta. It is dirty, I'm sorry, but this shade here is in She's So LA, sort of a bronzy neutral shade. I really enjoy this one. I'm glad I picked that shade up. Here we have one of my older Tom Ford blushes. This one is in Love Lust. Then we have Savage. Here we have Ravish. And the newest to the collection is Inhibition. Next up we have Laura Mercier, and this one is in Fresco. Then we have a cream blush. This one here is from Honest Beauty, and this is their cream blush in Peony Pink. Next up, we have the newest addition to my Nars blushes, and this is in the shade Illicit. Then from Bare Minerals, this is their Bounce and Blur formula, and this is in the shade Blurred Buff. This next one here is from the Gen Nude line, still from Bare Minerals, and this one is in Bellini Brunch. Next up we have Lorac, and this is in the shade Cinematic. Here is the MAC Glow Play blush, and this one is in So Natural. This next one here is a Buxom blush, and this is part of their Primer Infused line, and this is in the shade Seychelles. Now moving on to Becca, we have this first shade here in Songbird. Go. And then we have this one in Wild Honey. This is so good. Oh my goodness, what has taken me forever to get this, I don't know, but I love this blush. It's so good. We move on to Clinique. These are their cheek pop blushes. This first one is in Fig Pop. And then we have Melon Pop. And this was the first of the cheek pops that I purchased. This is probably my favorite one of the two. And then we have the Shiseido Minimalist, kind of like moussey cream blush. Has a lid on there. And then this is the shade. It's so intimidating when you look at it in the pot, but you apply it on the skin and it's just like the softest, almost velvety finish on the skin. It's actually really good. It is a bit pricey, but for me, I have no regrets purchasing it. And then lastly, we have the mini version, of the Benefit Georgia blush. Now this blush on me does not come off like an actual blush. I would put this over a peachy blush and kind of use it as a blush topper, and it gives the prettiest glow. So I don't mind having it in my collection, but I'm so glad that I actually purchased the mini version, because I don't know what I would have done with a full size of this, but it smells so good. Okay, I know what this smells like. I know exactly what this smells like. I've been trying to figure it out this whole time, but if you remember the Bubblicious orange flavored bubble gum, that is what this smells like. My gosh, my brother would love this because that was his favorite gum and he used to swallow it all the time, and my mom would get pissed off. There they are. Those are all of my blushes. Pretty big collection for one person, but this is my favorite. Like I love all of this. If I had more, I don't think I would complain. Oh, by the way, these nails, I should have mentioned this in the beginning. I just plopped these on. These are the little press-on ones. I've used only the adhesive sticker because I'm not sure how I'm gonna survive with these on. They are far too long for me. I wish I could just chop like half an inch off of these nails. They're really pretty, but I don't know if I can survive. But yeah, that's what these are. I didn't grow them or anything. They're fake. So thank you so much for joining me. And until the next one, I hope you all are doing well, taking great care of yourselves. I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.